What's up, guys? How you doing? I'm Paul.
I'm Morgan.
In today's video, the internet goes after Cole and Sav LaBrant, aka the LaBrantfam, for a pro-life documentary. I called it a pro-life documentary. They actually titled it ABORTION documentary. We're going to try not to say that word. We may say it. Who knows? It may be fine, but we would rather not get demonetized if possible. And interesting fact, Morgan, right out of the gate, Cole LaBrant posted on his Instagram shortly after the video was up, and I can read to you exactly what he said in regards to some censorship that after posting this video. Let me find that. While I do, Morgan, just go ahead and pull up a picture of the LaBrants, just in case people are not familiar. Tell them about the LaBrants, Morgan, while I find this picture.
The LaBrantfam. Two young, sweet people,
Attractive.
married.
They're attractive.
Cole and Sav. They're young. Cole is younger than Savannah, I believe. But
Yeah.
they have 1, 2, 3 kids and one on the way. Everly, Posey.
Okay, you're getting a little. It's fun and it's cool, and we appreciate them, but we don't need quite the details that you're giving.
Okay, whatever. They make family vlog videos. They're a family vlog channel. I'd say in the past year or so, they've really taken a step back from posting a ton of family vlogs because they give reasons in a video specifically. I don't totally remember why, but I think part of it was because they just felt like they were putting a camera in front of their kids' faces way too much, and so they wanted to give their kids a break. But yeah.
But they're still posting family vlogs, just maybe one every 2 weeks or something like that, because they were posting a lot.
A lot.
But anyway, you guys.
They're Christian. They're
Christian, but they're
pro-life.
They're more of the brand of Christian, at least from their public internet image, that is very brand friendly, very just encouraging. We're not really going to tackle the heavy topics, even though Cole does post some stuff on his Twitter, because I follow him on Twitter. But they kind of are like, we want to be brand friendly. And that's part of what brings us to this place where suddenly, and I saw it when it first dropped, they're posting this video. It's like a 40-minute long documentary, they call it. And it's legit. Like, they're talking about pro-life, pro-choice, and they're getting into the nitty-gritty. And that is why it is receiving so much backlash. Here's what I meant to say. I'm going to read this. Cole posted this. He said, and I don't have a screenshot of it, sorry. He said, Instagram did take our in-feed post down. This is okay. Fortunately, we have talked with our team at YouTube, and they're keeping the documentary up there, which is most important. They did demonetize and take the video out of the algorithm. He goes on to describe kind of what that means, which it's so interesting because they literally start the video, like the first screen of their video says all proceeds from the monetization, all ad revenue is going to go to pregnancy centers and that type of stuff. So it's just almost ironic right off the bat. YouTube says we are going to demonetize this when the ad revenue could go to helping mothers maybe in need.
Yeah, that's really sad.
It's interesting, isn't it? But, there could be different angles with that. Morgan, tell them to subscribe as we get going with this
all right,
interesting topic.
Subscribe to this channel because you love us. Even if you don't love us, you should subscribe.
If you're watching and you don't love us, but you are watching the videos, go ahead and subscribe just so you're notified.
Shh.
Oh.
We make videos on culture, social issues in the church from a Christian perspective to help you have hope.
And be free. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Help the algorithms if you believe in these type of topics and that they should be talked about and shared on the internet. So anyway, Morgan.
Yes.
They post this video. And I got so many thoughts, so hopefully I can spit them out.
I'm scared.
Why don't you play just kind of it was right towards the beginning of their documentary, because what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to actually share some of the intense criticisms that this video has received. Pull up the picture, Morgan, of some of the different big time YouTubers. You guys can see there, some really big channels are, yeah, take a look there, have made responses. I've learned to be slow to call something a hate video because oftentimes it is just a criticism, and there's definitely a place on YouTube for healthy criticism of someone's beliefs. So I'm down for that. Call them what you want. You got Philip DeFranco there who hit on it briefly. Jacqueline Glenn talked about it, and I recently watched her video criticizing and responding to Cole and Sav. But what we're going to do is I'm going to play a few clips from their actual documentary. We're going to play a few clips of some of the criticism, and then we're going to give our thoughts on if the criticism was deserved. I know you saw in the thumbnail, we said defending Cole and Sav or defending the LaBrants, and ultimately we are going to share why we defend them from some of the criticism, but we may have some criticism ourselves.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Okay.
You go ahead and play the first kind of towards the opening of their documentary, just to give everybody a feel. This was pretty heavily criticized right here.
So as we've been filming this documentary, we've been asked by our friends, by family, by mentors, why are we making this? So there's so much at risk. Why are we even making this? Why are we adding flame to an already crazy burning fire? And the answer is just, if one baby is saved from this, if one mom chooses to keep her baby from it, then it's all worth it.
Mm-hmm. I played the wrong video at first.
But that's just, there was two I wanted to play. That's the other one where they're admitting, we expected to get criticism. We knew this was a divisive topic.
Yeah, I mean, they did not go into this naively. I don't think any believer is going to make or post or film anything without knowing you're gonna get pushed back
on this topic.
Matter what.
Especially them not posting stuff like if it was us, you guys are used to it. You guys might be like, oh, Paul and Morgan are about to go there. Mm-hmm. Here we go. But you're pretty used to it with us.
Yeah.
Cole and Sav, it was a bigger deal.
It was really a huge deal. I feel like it was them really just not for the first time, because like you said, Cole posts things on his Twitter, and like I saw them, I don't know if they vlogged it or I saw it on Live Action, but like they were at an event for Live Action, which is a very pro-life organization, and so they definitely have spoken out about this.
It's not a complete shock that, oh my goodness, Cole and Sav are talking about it.
Right, but
we'll get to some criticism on that point, but I wanted to go ahead and play the statistics at the beginning of the...
Okay, this is what they posted in their video.
Is it possible for us to love both the mother and the baby? Maybe the answer isn't either or, but rather both. I have my personal convictions. You have yours. We're all so different. And that's okay. But where is God's heart?
But where is God's heart? So that towards the beginning of the documentary, they're showing the numbers. And you had a lot of heat. I know Jacqueline Glenn hit on this. We'll play this other YouTuber that hit on this. They were coming down hard saying, Philip DeFranco hit on this. How dare you, Cole and Sav, how dare you compare abortion to these other things, particularly the Holocaust?
Yeah, because they mentioned several things: heart attacks, car accidents, and then they bring up genocides, different genocides throughout history, and the last one they mentioned is the Holocaust, and how many deaths? 11 million. And then they immediately next show 62 million deaths from abortion.
So the question is, Morgan, is there any place, because it's been getting outrage, is there any place to compare abortion? And I don't want to keep saying the word because I hope we don't get demonetized. Mm-hmm. Is there any place to compare that, we'll call it the A word, to other genuine atrocities, which I am not downplaying. Oh my goodness, like any of those, but we'll dwell on the HOL, the H word. But no, so I'm not trying to be...
You have to whisper that.
I'm not trying to be goofy. We'll just... The Holocaust. Is there any place to compare abortion to the Holocaust?
I know that people are saying that they were comparing it. I don't necessarily see it that way. I felt like they were just listing off statistics of deaths from whatever it might be, heart attack, car accident, smoking, cancer.
But at the beginning, this particular slide was specifically the different. Yeah.
But yeah, like if you're not pro-life, if you're not against abortion,
if you don't think that's a baby in the womb, it's a separate life from the mother,
you're not going to look at it as genocide. So I totally understand why all these people who are pro-choice are so mad about this, because they're super against, because they don't view that as genocide. But as a believer, it's genocide. It is a life being taken, being murdered. And so I don't think they meant it in any way to like downplay the Holocaust or say that abortion's way bigger deal than this. Like, that's not the heart that they were coming from. And I would hope that people who are pro-choice could at least see where they're coming from.
Well, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
But yeah, it is genocide in my eyes, in Paul's eyes.
Just like you are saying, you're seeing these people that are pro-choice being so outraged. How dare you? Well, I hope that these accounts that make these criticism videos of Cole and Sav would be able to, like, it shouldn't surprise you that pro-lifers would, you know what I mean, not be, I lost my train of thought. Finish it.
Would not be so upset.
So upset at the fact that, finish my train of thought.
Babe, you can't do this to a pregnant woman.
Finish my train of thought. I keep like starting it and then it's like, boop.
No.
At the idea of, look at the numbers of babies in the womb, fetuses, babies, new life apart from the mother in the womb, being killed, being murdered. So you guys shouldn't get on us for that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Play the criticism from one of the YouTube response videos. It's the guy that is addressing this point.
Being literally systematically murdered because of who you are or what you believe in is absolutely completely different than an abortion. And for the LaBrant family to draw that parallel is one of the most dishonest and hyperbolic comparisons that anybody can make in this.
So he's outraged.
Yeah.
I would agree, perhaps it's different. I mean, you look at the Holocaust, it's unique in such a terrible way. And it is. It's, it's the Jews. It's a people group. Horrible. Different, but to act like this is so horrible and the A word, don't you dare compare it. That's nowhere near. Well, it's like, no, this is literally defenseless babies in the womb. I'm not saying it's worse. I'm not saying it's the same, but it's its own category of horrible.
Absolutely. But I'm not shocked nor surprised by these people who are making these videos and being so mad or whatever for comparing that, because again, they don't look at abortion as murder. So that's not surprising to me.
Real quick, I'm
gonna go.
I wasn't even telling you had to.
Just door.
Sorry, you guys, but there's a lawnmower now outside. Okay, Morgan's closing the door. Morgan, I just feel like I've cut you off now, and I'm feeling really guilty about it. Like all I was saying there was, guys, there's a lawnmower outside, but it sounded like I forcefully cut Morgan off. I'm zipping the lippa.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Love you, baby.
I love you too.
Morgan, why don't you play the next clip of, now this is like another YouTube response criticism. This girl's name is Spillsesh. This video has like 139,000 views, and she's talking about this is her first frustration, and it kind of goes along the lines of, how dare, just play it and then we'll talk about it.
The kindergarten?
Yeah, how dare you guys have a young audience, and I want to bring that up seriously. Don't let me forget.
Don't make a video like this for your kindergarten age audience. That is honestly the part that just gets me the most, you guys, because how weird is it? I just don't understand how they thought, yeah, let's post this on our YouTube family channel.
Okay.
I accidentally cut Paul
You cut me off, so I feel good though that you cut me off. So now I don't feel so bad for accidentally.
Oh man.
Maybe not totally. No, I'm not. I don't mean to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
I just got a lot on my mind. It's going fast. It's my ADHD.
That's why I said I'm scared earlier.
It's my ADHD's kind of kicking in. There's a lot here. Honestly, we weren't able to. I normally like make an outline, and I haven't been able to. So I'm kind of like pew 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 pew. Hum diddly dum diddly dee.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. You know that we take this topic very seriously.
Very seriously, very seriously.
But sometimes we just are a mess. Yeah, so her video is very interesting. This was a criticism that a lot of YouTube channels were bringing up, is that Savannah and Cole LaBrant's channel is audience is very, very young. This girl says that they're kindergarten age, which I think is not true.
I think we'd have to look at like the average median of their age. Like I think our average median is around 24, 25. Mm-hmm. I'm not thinking their average median is kindergarten, but they do typically have a younger audience.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if their average age is maybe 12, 13, 14. But the first time I heard about abortion was, I believe I was 9, 10 years old. I don't think that it is something that you can't talk to a child about. And in 2022, I wouldn't be surprised if majority of children knew something about that.
Morgan, it's fascinating what American culture, we'll just focus on American culture, is trying to really expose kids to from a very young age. And we could go through the different things, critical race theory. And I know that that's been like, there's been a push and then a pushback of should it be in schools, and or just literally you go to like a big bookstore and in the kids section, you'll see anti-racist baby and stuff. I post about that sometimes on my Instagram. I do like polls of should you read this? Would you read this? Whatever. But yeah, kids books and the schools or curriculums talking about transitioning for kids. And you just saw like the incredible outrage. Oh man, they decided to mow our backyard right now.
It's fine.
We'll just get closer to the mic. The incredible outrage against Florida, Ron DeSantis saying, no, you are not going to teach kindergartners, first graders about sex and sexual orientation and all that stuff. But that really is. I mean, that is being pushed. That's being encouraged on young kids. And then suddenly there's such an outrage.
Yeah, they're on their high horses of this outrage of how dare you talk to your young children watching this about this topic. That's ridiculous, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
I don't want to just completely dismiss the criticism here. When I first clicked, I think it popped up to my algorithm feed before YouTube decided to stop doing that, as Cole mentioned in his Instagram post. But when I first saw this video, I was like, whoa, Cole and Sav have a pretty young audience, and they decided to go there. They're talking about the A word. They made a documentary. I'm kind of surprised. So I do think like, is that something that maybe they went a little far on? Like, should they maybe have made a separate channel, which that's a lot of work, but did they go too far in posting this on their main channel, which is a lot of younger friendly type content? Their kids are in their videos. Yeah. They do challenges. They have fun vlogs and that type of stuff.
I feel like, and this is just my own thought, if a kindergartner is subscribed to their channel and does click on this video, I feel like they're going to get real bored real quick and exit out, or they're not even going to click on it because it just doesn't look fun to them. Like, I don't know, but again, I think saying kindergartners are their average viewer is a real big stretch.
I think, and you saw Cole and Sav in the video we played saying, we know this is not the norm for us, and even our friends and family are saying, are you sure you guys want to make this video? And he said, even if one woman chooses life that wasn't going to, that's a win. And then he proceeded in a gentle way to say, we are not telling you women, we're not. I mean, he even said some stuff that I watched like, oh, that was a little bit soft, Cole. Like, you could have gone harder there. You are very gracious, saying we're not trying to, he used the word illegalize, which I don't even know if that is a word. He said, we're not trying to illegalize abortion. We're not trying. You still have a choice. But he said, we feel a strong enough conviction. And he even posted to his Instagram before the video dropped several messages. He said, this was before he dropped the doc. He said, I'm planning on taking all week off social media leading up to the launch. Have you heard this? Mm-hmm. He said, fasting and praying for God to use it in a mighty way and for him to get all the glory. I believe with everything inside of me that this is going to save lives. If you're able, please pray with us. The enemy won't like this one. And then he said some other stuff. He said, this is a documentary we've been working on for some time. Never been so excited / nervous to upload a video before, but I know how impactful this video is going to be. We've been waiting and praying. If this video touches just one person's heart, they're taking it seriously.
Yeah.
They thought about this. Should we post this on our channel? But like you kind of said, 13, 14, 15-year-olds, I think that it's very appropriate. You got 15-year-olds that are having sex, that are getting pregnant.
Yeah.
I think it's very appropriate to bring this to their knowledge, because if we're being honest, the mainstream culture doesn't want them to see this side of it. And that's, you got YouTube censoring it, sort of, with demonetizing, not, putting it in their algorithms or whatever. Instagram literally kicking it off of their platform. They don't want people to see this side of the pro-life movement, and given the facts and the statistics and showing what actually happens in a procedure. And they don't get too graphic, but they're educating.
They definitely do go into detail. They interview one doctor who was a doctor who performed several baby ending life procedures.
Yeah.
And she just shared like what happens when you do a D&E, which is a dismemberment of the baby within the woman, within the womb. And
they didn't show it actually happening, which would have to me been like, ooh, that's
cartoon wise.
That's heavy if they would have actually showed it, like the movie Unplanned. But
yeah, they did not get gory or anything like that, but they didn't hide the details. And I think, honestly, I am proud of this documentary. That's what they're calling it. I think that for them, they have 13 million subscribers. They are very, very brand friendly, and I would not be surprised if brand deals, they started losing brand deals. Like, I pray to God that they don't, but I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. And I just think that the fact that they were willing to take that risk is very cool.
That's commendable.
Yeah, very commendable. And so I think as believers, we need to encourage them in being brave in doing this, because it is brave.
I agree.
And other, people might laugh at that and be like, no, this is dumb. This is propaganda, blah, blah, blah. And it's just not. It's not.
Yeah, if you want to argue that it wasn't a great move to do it on their family vlog channel, fair. And I'm not going to be super against that and say no, let them post it. How dare you bring up that argument? No, I see that side.
Yeah,
they do. They have a younger audience, but nevertheless, I feel good about it overall. Yeah. There's one more video of the same girl's voice, and there is something I want to criticize about the LaBrant family channel, and so I'm about to get to that. Play her last video.
Do not try to control us. I am not standing for any of that. Get out of here. The way that they were just graphically describing everything, trying to scare people and shame, and I just truly cannot fathom how they thought, yes, this is gonna be great.
At the beginning, you heard her, she was talking about how dare a man, Cole, tell women what to do with their bodies, the classic argument that you hear a lot. That one's classic. And then you just hear her saying, she's just upset about it all. Here's my criticism. If I were to have to pick a criticism with the LaBrant family YouTube channel, and we actually didn't link their documentary below, I forgot, so I will link it below. Here's my criticism. And you had several people bring this up, talking just about not hitting directly at this new documentary, but just them as a family vlog channel. There's a lot of criticism of family vlog channels in general for kind of exploiting your kids, so to speak.
Right. Yeah.
Getting the
There's
camera.
some bad family vloggers channels out there for sure. Don't get us wrong. There are.
Getting the camera up in their kids' faces and making money off of it. Telling their kid, hey, cry in this thumbnail and all that stuff. Okay, I'm not really... I don't have a lot to say on that. Yes, I do think it can get out of hand. I don't know when it comes to the Cole and Sav's channel and specifically in particular. I'm not really going to get into that. But what actually does concern me is I think they go too far in their clickbaiting. And listen, anyone that is a YouTuber, particularly full-time, makes a lot of videos. You want people to watch, so you're trying to come up with titles and thumbnails that get attention.
Yeah.
So the line of clickbait can get a little gray sometimes, and you guys have grace for that. Yeah. But one thing that I noticed several of the criticism videos bring up, and I agree with it, and I don't know, to my knowledge, Morgan, do you know if Cole and Sav ever kind of made an apology for this?
I don't know if they did. I know they changed the thumbnail.
Pull up, because we got a picture of the original thumbnail. You guys maybe that follow Cole and Sav at all probably heard about this.
That's Cole and Sav in the photo with their kids, and the title of the film was "She Got Diagnosed with Cancer" documentary. So anyone
keep it up there.
Anyone with a bit of common sense would think that, oh my goodness, like one of their kids has cancer. I gotta watch this.
Yes.
And so, clicking on the video, whatever. So this is not the first time that they've done clickbaity titles.
It turns out, just to finish that story, that they were making a documentary on cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Child cancer. They were concerned that maybe their young child had it. Turned out that she was fine, but they decided to use this title anyway and this thumbnail anyway. So immediately all their followers are thinking their little kid has cancer. That wasn't the case. To me, that was very deceptive.
It was completely inappropriate.
For clicks. They did it for clicks. They did it for the shock factor, and that crossed the line, and I'm disappointed with that. I don't know if they came out and publicly apologized, but they did change the thumbnail.
They didn't change the title, though.
They changed the thumbnail afterwards. We all make mistakes. There's grace for that. Anyone who's been on YouTube for years has probably made a mistake.
Definitely.
We have.
I don't like that the criticism videos, they're using this to try to just discredit, downplay, make Cole and Sav look like terrible people. They make this one mistake with the clickbaity title or with several clickbaity titles, and all of a sudden that just means that they should never be listened to. They're terrible people. They're awful parents.
Their whole channel should be thrown out. It's completely...
And it's just guys...
It's completely dysfunctional and exploitation.
We could look at each one of your all's channels, and you've done some type of dumb thing that you've either had to take a video down or come out and publicly apologize. So don't act like you're any better.
And like Morgan said, they have actually kind of taken a step back. There was a video they posted not too long ago sharing some reasons why they were taking a step back as far as not posting as much. And so to act like they're just, again.
In it for the money and they don't care about their kids, yada, yada, yada. It's just not true. And I think anyone with common sense will know that, but it is just very frustrating to me that people who are making these criticism videos are just so confident in their stances. And it's just you're literally saying things you do not know if it's true. You don't, but you're saying it so confidently like you do, and it's just weird.
I agree with you, Morgan. So Morgan, overall, when it's all said and done, the LaBrant fam posted this documentary. How do you feel about them posting this documentary?
Like I said, I'm proud of them, and I hope that they receive way more encouragement than criticism, backlash, hate, nastiness, because I'm sure they're receiving all of that. And I think Savannah posted something on her Instagram a few days ago saying, we have received so much more encouragement, the light outweighs the dark, and so thank you. So Oh my goodness. You okay there? So yeah.
Well, Morgan, my final thought on it is I did see the first guy that we played that clip of criticism video. He posted and showed like the thumbs down to thumbs up ratio. Somehow he was able to find that, even though
How's that possible?
YouTube doesn't make that available to the public. But I think if you have certain software, you can see it. And the thumbs down on the video, just to like, we're wanting to encourage the LaBrants, because I'm with you in everything you said, and I support this video, and I'm proud of them.
Mm-hmm.
But the thumbs up to thumbs down, let me see if I can find it. Well, ultimately, see, I would have had this in order, but we were going crazy. No. The thumbs down was a lot more than the thumbs up. But you got to think, okay, if you're having 5 YouTube channels with, 200,000 subscribers, 500,000, Phil DeFranco has like 5 million, and they're watching criticism, they're likely to go, pile on.
That's what happened to every single one of our videos that got like criticism.
When there was a hate backlash video.
Yeah.
So don't be discouraged. Cole and Sav, I know you got a good support group around you, but if you end up watching this video somehow, and if any of you guys know Cole and Sav, share this video with them, send them some love and encouragement. But seriously, you got so many people that are thankful, and I am very confident, like you said, Cole, in that short clip we played, there will be a 15-year-old girl, an 18-year-old girl that's completely oblivious and watches this and is like, wow, I'm going to choose life, when I was getting concerned and nervous and felt like, whatever, it's just an abortion. Yeah. Abortion isn't actually killing. It's not ending a life, because they're so uneducated to it. Mm-hmm. And suddenly you guys, through your channel, have helped educate them. I do think it's going to save lives. Amen. Love you guys. There's where we stand. You all comment below. Let us know your thoughts on this. Bring up the different things that, was heavily criticized, their channel being a younger audience, or you're a lot of help. You're a lot of help.
Pregnant.
Or them comparing, the A word to these other awful tragedies. What do you guys think about it? Let us know in the comments. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Help the algorithm. We don't know if it's going to get demonetized or not. So you can do that to help out, and make sure you're subscribed. Love you guys. Be blessed. We'll see you very soon. Have hope.
And be free. If you're in the live chat, we'll be right back.
Hey guys, as you may have noticed, we get very few brand deals, which is why our patrons, the names you see here, are so important.
You guys really are the lifeblood of this ministry. We could not do this without you all. If you believe in this content and you want to partner with us on Patreon, click the link below, or just go to patreon.com/Paulandmorganshow.